So the Illinois Senate meeting right now to debate and possibly vote on its own assault weapons ban.
The Illinois House passed its own bill last week that would make it illegal to sell or purchase assault weapons in the state. As the fate of that bill hangs in the balance here in Illinois, CBS 2 investigator Megan Hickey joins us live with a look at other states that have banned the sale of assault weapons.
Yeah, and Megan, those laws have come with their own legal challenges, too.
Right, Joe and Erica, every single state that's passed an assault weapons ban so far has been challenged in court. The Illinois State Rifle Association tells me they are similarly gearing up for a legal battle.
Well, almost the entire bill is a constitutional issue.
That's the executive director of the Illinois State Rifle Association's take on the legislation that many lawmakers downstate are desperately trying to pass before this week's deadline.
Magazine bans have been sent back. We have firearm registration. We have the common use provisions. So we have all kinds of things in that bill, that will trigger constitutional challenges.
But Illinois is far from the first state to try it. 8 states, California, Connecticut, Delaware, Hawaii, Maryland, Massachusetts, New Jersey, and New York, as well as the District of Columbia, have passed laws banning the sale of assault weapons. Another 3, Minnesota, Virginia, and Washington, have passed laws that require additional regulation.
As it stands right now, every state that's passed an assault weapons ban has been subject to a challenge, certainly, and all of them have been successful.
Pro-gun control Brady Director of State and Federal Policy, Tanya Shart, tells me that so far, every state that's passed a ban has been challenged in court, but has still been able to enforce the law despite those legal challenges.
There is no constitutional right to have an assault weapon. They were designed to injure and kill large numbers of people as quickly and efficiently as possible.
The Illinois State Rifle Association disagrees and tells me they are gearing up if Illinois' ban passes.
Well, please come to order.
Well, the first step would be to get a temporary restraining order or a preliminary injunction, and then actually go after a permanent injunction.
Now, on the federal side, the U.S. House of Representatives passed legislation in 2022 to renew an assault weapons law nationwide, but that legislation has not passed the U.S. Senate. In the newsroom, Megan Hickey, CBS 2 investigators. Erica?
All right, Megan, thank you. And here is another live look at the Senate floor. You can see and hear a bit there. The lawmakers right now debating the assault weapons bill. If there is a vote, we'll bring it right to you.